being arrogant, but I am the way I am because people are the way they are. People are constantly attempting to tear me down. You got agents out there that whenever I talk my talk and empower the people, they always want to be the detractors. They always want to distract you from the facts. So I'm asking you all, share the video because I am the financial messiah. I do my stuff differently from a lot of people. And a lot of people like to act like I'm not the one that was making people millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars off of the stock program, which I'm bringing back next month. I'm bringing back the stock program next month. I'm bringing back the In the Money text next month. It's not going to be on that website, bubslight.com. Don't shop there. We're going to have a whole new site. Enough said. That's coming back next month, so just be patient. And many of you know you made money off of that. And I'm asking you guys, send me your testimonials, okay? Send it to the DM here. Send me your testimonials, how much money you made, idealistically, how you've been empowered by my stock classes and everything. Right now, we're going to talk about this credit. Because I charge $2,000 for you to get access to anywhere between 50 grand to 300 grand that you do not have to pay back. One of any of a number of opportunities to get monies that you do not have to pay back. Also getting you several credit cards that have real limits on it. All real credit lines, I should say. Okay? Unlimited credit cards. Credit cards with no late fees. No annual fees. Come on now. But that's not enough. So by the time I get you lit with the grants, lit with the loans you don't have to pay back, the credit cards, I have you walking around with $1 million of assets. But people say, man, but why 2,000? You're getting all this money made available to you. All this money is made available to you. The only thing I asked was 2,000 up front and give me 10% on the back end. And that's a problem. Then people say, it sounds too good to be true. So I had to over here damn near lie and be like, yeah, you can get 100,000, 50,000. When I know damn well the way that I teach and the way that I operate, I'm going to get you damn near $1 million, if not more. Or a little
he can make you an instant millionaire. God, he is, in my opinion, he's desperate for those legal fees, man. He can, if he's actually guilty of sexual assault, whatever that is he's fighting, man, his lawyer is probably like, yo, I can get you 8 years flat, but I'm gonna need 300 grand. He has to be saying something like that for this dude to be this desperate, unless he always been this desperate.
less. But it's okay.
He can make you an instant millionaire, but he needs your $2,000. He needs your measly $2,000, but he can get you access to $1 million of assets, he says. But this millionaire needs your measly $2,000. Dude, if a successful business woman or man can get you access to $1 million instantaneously, poof, magic, here you go. Believe me, they're going to want more of the lion's share if they can get you that much money. Remember, they only charge you $2,000 for startup fees, whatever. If I can't, like I said, man, we all know this. We're not retarded. If I can get any of you guys, listen to me, $1 million, you'll give me your house right now. Assuming your house is, at least 250, 300 grand. Oh, I'm sorry, you dig, like $1 million, you'll give me 30 grand for sure if you had it. You'll give me 100 grand for sure. Any investor. Why would you even go to us, the broke people? Go to investors. You get your money way faster. You get them $1 million, that quick flip, man, they'll be throwing you $2,000 here and there. Stop it.
It's okay. We're going to get
to it. We are going to get to it. We're going to find out November 1st where you at with your case. And depending on how much you get, how many years you get, we'll know why you went that hard on the scam. You dig?
Watch this. Just want you to watch this because it's all about dealing with facts. But you help. People say, where the celebrities at? Since you're making all this money, are you helping any celebrities? I'm a celebrity mentor.
I'm a celebrity mentor.
Then they say, well, how come his friends and family ain't making the money? Then I show you the friends and family making the money.
Now remind you, he's trying to plead to the doubters. He's supposed to be a millionaire with all these products and success stories from all his endeavors. Why is he trying to convince the doubters of all people?
They say, well, that's his friends and family. Cool. So then it becomes a matter of,
sorry to interrupt your video, but listen, if you want to learn how to make money on Airbnb but without owning any property,
let's see some people we don't know. But you know what happens when they see people they don't know give testimonials? We don't know those people. The people are probably hired, they're paid, they're actors, they're looking in the air, they're looking in the sky.
Brother, this is not normal. If you are successful in your services, dude, this is not normal to appeal to the doubters, my boy. Umar had it right with the school. He did. His supporters was anybody that has supporters contributing to their causes. They're not concerned about the naysayers, the people who don't support, especially when they're getting the support they actually wanted, they actually need. This brother not getting the support he needs. So now he's trolling the trolls, basically.
They're reading what they're saying. These people are not professional speakers. These are just everyday people making their money. But anyway, I just want you guys to take a look at something.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do. It. I mean, that's just retarded. Okay, so Taharka Bey, if you don't know, came at Tariq Nasheed. He was questioning the FBA merits, the talking points, its validity, its seriousness in Black Americans' affairs, and that's all good and dandy. That's all fine, good and dandy. Then he made, I guess, like, I was kind of confused in his live because he was trying to go into Tariq Nasheed's past to show how he's untrustworthy, I'm guessing. And he was calling Tariq Nasheed a pimp and things like that. So that was the first personal jab after Tariq Nasheed warned him, like, yo, relax, dude. Like, do what you do, leave my name out of stuff. Taharka made a couple videos, and then he tried to go into Tariq's past. I don't know what he was doing, but I was totally lost. But he was trying to connect it back to the FBA movement. How does it make sense? And I'm like, dude, what the hell does his pimping or macking or whatever you thought he did in his past, in his 20s, what makes that relevant 30 years later? Like, if that was indeed true. I was confused. His chat was confused. But Tariq Nasheed is very petty. He's a comedian. And he decided to take the challenge, the Taharka's challenge. Let's see who could roast who worse. And we'll get into some of that right now. First, let me show you the super predator I played you yesterday. All right. This is what we out here doing. He's talking to the victim. He gets a light or something from him. And then look what he does right here. Some John Wick shit. So he came back talking to the victim. Probably get a light, whatever. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. So he came back talking to the victim, probably getting a light, whatever. Look at this shit. Handgun, extended clip, illegal as hell. This is what Hillary Clinton's talking about. Niggas like this. Illegal clip, extended clip on his handgun. Like he John Wick and shit. Gonna turn around and they gonna leave. Shot a nigga about 20 times. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Like he practiced that in the mirror. With broad daylight cars and everything. Like this nigga John Wick. Fucking dog, man. I hate them niggas, man. All right. There we go. I don't think he was ready for it. So he first started attacking Tariq talking points, saying a bunch of that. You don't want down. He was calling prove a point. whatever it was, but he to. So this is supposed to be Taharka Bay with a fez on.
Peace, peace, family. This is a very special episode, my brother. I am Taharka Bay. Happy Halloween, my brother.
Try the 60-second trick to instantly protect your home from intruders. This famous astronomer just discovered how to protect homes for all.
Tariq is not here right now, my brother.
So did Taharka Bay bite off more than he can chew?
I am taking over. This is now the Taharka Bay broadcast, my brother. Listen, happy Halloween to everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to the Taharka Bay joint right here. I know you were expecting Tariq, but this is a takeover, my brother. Happy Halloween. We're doing Halloween early right now. Right now. This is your brother, Taharka Bay. I want to do some plebiscite babbling right now, brother. Listen, Tariq don't have the answer, my brother. Tariq does not have the answer. The answer is here with your Moorish brother, Taharka Bay. I will tell you what to do with Tariq cannot give you the answers, my brother.
504.
I disagree with what he's trying to do because I think
No, that's a Baltimore
might
accent.
be a part of the Illuminati.
Illuminati.
You understand me? He's having this rally. Now, there's some things, my brother and sisters, that I need y'all to understand about this rally. Now, I'm going to bring some receipts, my brother. Hold on 1 second. Let me bring some receipts because I have some questions here. No disrespect. Now, let's look at the video, my brother. Now, because you know me, you know how I do. You know how Taharka Bay do. I bring receipts. Now, let's look at the video of Tariq.
Before you do that, if you hear me in the background smacking, I'm sorry, I'm hungry. And I made spaghetti, of course. I got to do an instructional video on how to make spaghetti for No Man and The Watcher. Anybody interested? Teach you how to make it the correct way. You can't be like,
Now, let's break this down because I have some questions right there in front of the Washington Monument.
oh, you know, I got sauce. I can make it without sauce, but this time I got sauce in there.
That's something that's indicative of the Build-A-Bird, okay?
The Build-A-Bird.
Now, I want to show you something right here. Now, you see right here, wait. You see right here? Hold on, wait. Now, you see how Tariq's hands are right now? You see that? Right there is Tariq giving a sign to the Illuminati, okay?
Hey, yo, when I was a Hebrew Israelite, that's all we did. We would watch a video of other Hebrew Israelites, they'll pause it and catch their hand in a favorable position to us, and we'll screenshot it and then say, this is part of the Illuminati. This is real. This is real blackology.
I have questions, my brother. Is Tariq the Illuminati? He's giving hand signals, my brother.
No, not the Illuminati.
This brother ain't keeping it real. You know how I do. Let's look at some more of the video. As we fast forward, now look here. You see how Martin Luther King is looking at him? That's the ancestor speaking, brother. Okay? You know how I do. And again, here's another Illuminati hand signal.
Illuminati.
Okay? Now, as you see here, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. You see these white people in the background, brother? See, I bring receipts. You understand me? Taharka Bay brings receipts. You know how I do. All right. You see those two white people? Wait a minute.
This is
Hold on,
funny.
because I'm going to bring receipts, my brother. Okay, you see, there's 2 white people in the back, right? You know who that is? That's Bill and Melinda Gates. That's who Tariq is working for.
He said
Tariq
Bill
is
Melinda
working
Gates.
for Bill and Melinda Gates. They're in
Oh
the
my
video.
God.
You know how I do. You know how.
Yeah, I personally believe anybody who's fall for a conspiracy theory and hold on to it, I really believe that they are just months away before going straight crazy, like Young Pharaoh did and like Kanye West is doing. I really believe that. I believe if you could get your mind to believe those conspiracy theories, I believe you are very close to going AWOL. 7:30, whatever you call it.
I do.
Thirsty P.
I'm bringing receipts. That's how I do. So I just
Yeah,
proved.
Paragon, the dude.
I
It's
just
funny.
proved that is Bill and Melinda Gates in the background, my brother. I just proved it. You know how I do. Let me show you some more of the video. Because I bring receipts. Okay, he's having this rally. I think this is controlled opposition. Hold on, let's look here. Now, he's standing right here, then he looks over there. Now, you see over here? You see the person over here in the jacket he looked over at? Okay, that is Tupac Shakur. Tupac is not dead. I'm giving you receipts. That is
Tupac
Tupac.
Shakur.
That is Tupac Shakur. I'm giving
That
you
sounds
facts.
like them,
Do
bro.
you know how I do? That is Tupac Shakur. Tupac has been hiding in an underground bunker under the Smithsonian, and that's where Tariq gets his orders from. I bring receipts. You know how I do. You know how Taharka Bay do. So you have to question this brother. Understand me? Now, let me promote one of my janky raps, okay? Now that I have your attention, let me bust one of my rhymes. Hold on.
This is hilarious.
Yeah, the Hawker.
Yeah, because you know Target they be always rapping. Yeah, this is funny as hell, man.
Now that I have your attention, let me bust one of my rhymes. Hold on. Yeah, the Hawker Bay in the spot. I got the drop. I kick these rhymes are hot. I kick these rhymes all day and night. I'm not just babbling, it's not just clever sights. I'll keep it raw, I'll keep it true. I'm the Hawker Bay, yo, you know what I do. All right, anyway, y'all.
Read the chat. The chat was funny. The chat going crazy.
You know how I do. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Back to regular scheduled program, but you know how I do.
All right, so that was it.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tariq.
Now that was part one of Tariq response, and that's really the way he goes. That was kind of light. That wasn't even like a. So Taharka Bay, he responded like, "That's all you got." Like, dude. He jokes on Tommy Sotomayor, Roland Martin, Yvette Carnell, Tone Talks, Michi X. You dig? He jokes on a lot of people, dude. You should know he got more than that. So Taharka Bay thought that was Tariq Nasheed's best shot. So I think that's when he came back with the pimp stuff. We made a little fake little, like Taharka Bay usually kind of decent when he drops something, but that pimp stuff was whack. Because I'd never known Tariq Nasheed to call himself a pimp. So it was just chasing at the finest to me. So Taharka Bay came back with that one, made it personal, calling Tariq Nasheed a pimp. So Tariq Nasheed got, this is Gary Peace. This is commercial junkie raps, the beat trash. Y'all are hilarious in business. So yeah, this is the commercial to the
Tariq Nasheed, and I am in Washington, D.C. right now at Freedom Plaza. This is the location where we're going to have the FBA Rally for Reparations on Saturday, November 5th, 2022. We got Dr. Boyce Watkins, Teslin Figaro, Riza Islam, Professor
Oh
Dan
my
Small,
God.
Dr. Kaba, so many phenomenal.
Now, I might have went, possibly, maybe, probably not. But if I had the means to go, I might have went just to see, you know. I pull up. Y'all know me, man. I pulls up. But I'm not pulling up to anything that Riza Islam is attending. I'm sorry, man. I could pull up, even if polite there, I could pull up Young Pharaoh, Taharka Bay. I can't do anything with Riza. He really disgusts me. Out of everybody, I think he's the one. Y'all might think it's polite. Nah, it ain't polite. His scam is so ridiculous. I just gotta get on him. And then he keeps doubling down, triple down, you know, keep going, you know, on the scams. That's why I stay on him. But Riza Islam is the real guy who I have the serious problem with. He's a straight clown, man. Everything about that dude's a clown.
Phenomenal people and many, many more. This is the most important rally that we've had in modern American history because this is the first time that we've gotten together as a group collectively to come to the powers that be and demand specific tangibles for foundational Black Americans. You don't want to miss this, ladies and gentlemen, so be here. Freedom Plaza, Washington, D.C., November 5th, 2022. For more information, go to rallyforreparations.com. That's rallyforreparations.com.
All right, so that was his commercial. All right. So like I said, Target Bay came back with that's all you got, and did the whole pimp thing. So he really underestimated Tariq Nasheed. So he came back with this. All right. Nah, I'm biased. You know, I remember his Mac lessons, but why his suit jacket? Yeah, I didn't like that suit jacket. Pure Black. I was thinking the same thing. Like that suit jacket look. I'm thinking like, what would Kevin Samuel say to that right there? That suit jacket looked ugly. Yeah, he was wilding with that. Yeah, yeah. The Mac lessons, I do recall it, but the Mac lessons really wasn't because he had Mac lessons for women too. And like I used to listen. See, the one thing about me, Pure Black, I used to listen to Tariq Nasheed radio talk. So this is way before he came on YouTube. His blog, radio blog. I used to listen to all of it. Pure Black. Listen, I used to listen to all of it. So when people would be lying and saying he said that, I'm like, nah, I didn't hear that because I would have been the first one to say something. Like during his radio talk days, the men couldn't even call up. He only allowed women to call up. Like men, he'll cut them off so fast and get rid of them. He will only allow the ladies to talk. And that's possibly, Kevin Samuel possibly could have got that from Tariq Nasheed. He will only let ladies call in. Dudes get no airplay. Nah, it wasn't about pimping. Nah, it wasn't pimping. Nah, Pure Black. He was giving like advice how to holler at women, but it was kind of like respectful. I'm telling you, bro. It wasn't like some disrespectful stuff. It wasn't. It's like, you know, he call it Mac, like Mac and a chick, you know, Mac and, you know, you got different, we say bag now, pickup lines, you know, Macking, pickup lines, bagging a chick. That's all like the same family. It wasn't like getting a woman and turn her to the streets to sell her body for money. Nah, he was not doing that. He was like trying to use your mouth to spit game to a woman to get her, to seduce her and get her to like you. Like that's what he was doing. It was, yeah, dating tips. Yeah, exactly. Like pickup lines, but more like urban. Yeah. And it was probably cheesy. So if y'all laugh at his advice, shit, y'all got all right for that. But nah, he really did not disrespect women. I'm telling you, he'd have turned me off had he done that. Especially pimping. I'm not into pimping. I highly disrespect pimps and that lifestyle. And even the women, but mainly the pimps. Like, I think the women are the victims. And that other people think otherwise. I think Haskell says that it's 50-50. And he might be right. But yeah, so that's more of a, yeah, he gonna have Rizzo. That's his man. I can't stand that dude, Rizzo, man. He a bold-faced lie. Even polite could say a truth here and there. Rizzo Islam, I believe like almost everything he says is just a damn lie, and he knows it, man. Yeah, he kind of disrespect black people. But anyway, let's go into the second response where it got more serious. It was no more joking now.
This is why Negroes who run around here with fezzes, British helped them too. The British helped too. Yes, they went to England and got help. They sent their one of the people to England to get help from England. Yes, they did. But see, this is what kills me when you have a lot of Negroes over here now talking about they're part of the Moorish Empire and you walking around with a fez. You dig? Let's get deep with that. You walking around here with a damn fez.
Yeah, so Pure Black, like there's other guys like Lucario. Lucario is one of them. And you got Alpha Male Series. Now, those two teach you how to take advantage. Like they teach you how to talk to women to take advantage of women. Still not pimping, but they way more hardcore. Tariq was never like Tariq taught you how to be smooth, you know, how to be smooth when you're talking to women. Lucario and Alpha Male Series, and probably more out there, but those two come to mind. They were how to trick a woman, you know, like it in my mind. When I used to listen to them, they was more like manipulating women. Like right now, she was like he gave you game to like honestly bag a woman, to mac a woman. Lucario and Alpha Male Series, like they gave you game to take advantage of women. So yeah, they're more hardcore.
Talking about
Yo, Pure Black, yeah, RZA say he never had a cold. Stop making me laugh on the baby wake up, man.
Are we going there tonight? Yes, we are. Are we gonna go there tonight? Talking about Moorish nationality. Are we going there tonight? Yes, we are. Are we gonna go there tonight? Are we gonna go there tonight? We're gonna go there. Do we need to go there? Do we have any Moorish Science Temple dudes in here? You dig? Or do we have some Moorish Science Temple dudes in here? Shout out to Elevation Allah. Because see, we got goofy Negroes like Taharka Bey. Yes, we're gonna touch on Taharka Bey. Let's tie Taharka Bey's ass in this. AKA Toronto Antonio Johnson. That's Taharka Bey's real name. Now, Taharka Bey has been trying to campaign for attention, and I did some lightweight smacking him around, and I pretty much wiped him out. I smacked Taharka Bey around lightweight, and the little lightweight smacks wiped him out. He's a rap, and he knows it. So Taharka Bey has been trying to take little shots, trying to get clout from me because he's a nobody. I know you're listening to Taharka Bey. Yeah, plebiscite babbling Taharka Bey.
It's about to get ugly.
This nigga's name is Toronto Antonio Johnson. And I lightweight smacked him and got him out the game. He's a rap. What really got Toronto, Taharka Bey, was when I put the Frankenstein mask on. When I put the Frankenstein mask on, that really got under his skin. You dig? That really got him. All right. When I started doing the videos about him looking like a Negro Frankenstein, you dig? That was kind of getting to him. That was getting to him.
All right, hold on, because Taharka Bey, hold on.
Mirrors. That's all you need to do.
That's all it is, man.
Keep it pushing.
That's a fact, man. Look, I'm tuned in. So I'm gonna watch you do your thing, but I just want to look. You call them the Sheedians. We call them the T-Hive, like the Beehive. We call them.
All right, Taharka Bey gonna finally. Well, I heard him say it before, but I got lucky and caught it. So he's going to define what is black liberation. This fat, disgusting dude at the gym who can't play ball at all. My man he gonna bust my lip with. Yo, this dude got my lip all busted. This and then stepped on my ankle. Fat, sloppy dude, man. I can't. That's why I can't stand fat people, man. This dude can't play at all. By my height and fat, bro, you're not gonna score me. To get a layup, his off hand literally just like pound my face like some stiff arm shit. Then of course I'm like hold my mouth, then he's gonna lay the ball up. I'm like, no, that's what we doing out here. Sloppy. I'm like, yo, switch. I'm not guarding sloppy, disgusting dumpster can guy. Shit was crazy. But anyway, Taharka Bey is finally going to define what black liberation is. I think this is the video.
Because them niggas is different. But yeah, I'm gonna let you do your thing then.
Mike, you in the building?
Yeah, peace, my brother. Liberation and freedom. And I just wanted that you're speaking of justice for all that black people do not have. And
this ain't it. I think Taharka deleted it because I had timestamped it and I wrote down the video and I don't see like the title.
These are the two things that black people need, destiny forever.
Absolutely.
And I think
absolute people comes and burn.
No, that's not the question. The question is, what is your definition of true freedom?
Okay, so he's asking Taharka Bey, what is his definition of true freedom? Listen to this Nation Islam, Marcus Garvey, retarded shit, some segregation solution. Look at this.
Still justice for all black people.
Brother, I have given my definition before. True freedom is total separation and governing yourself, being able.
You hear this stupid retarded shit? This nigga said true freedom is separation and governing yourself. You stupid nigga. Do you know how far we are from that? First of all, we got to go into black politics. We got to vote in candidates who we think could best represent us. We should be doing that right now. Then we got to listen to them and their advice and their direction. I mean, I don't mean to call them all those names, but I get frustrated and I hear this from niggas and nigga women all the same. Separation and governance. You separate from who and go where. For those who believe like that, you stupid niggas. So you can just carve out a make-believe land. Like how you plan on accomplish this far-fetched Elijah Muhammad, Marcus Garvey goal? This is the stupidest fucking plan that a nigga can come up with in 2022. We're so integrated for 50 years, and this nigga is talking about separation. First of all, in order to become successful in business, you got to solve a problem, or you got to, speak to a need, speak to a voice, a cry. How many black folks are crying about separation from from the United States? Yeah, listen, y'all got to see how stupid this shit sounds. Even if you agree with that dumb shit, the multitude of blacks don't believe that stupid shit. We got to separate and govern ourselves. Okay, we don't believe that. All right. Then, if that's what you believe in, then why aren't you doing rallies for that? Even online, take your ass out there, start preaching separation for black people. These niggas be having these messages and they never promote it. They too busy clowning on YouTube, but they don't even promote their own message that they're a stickler to. This nigga says separation.
To definition before. True freedom is total separation and governing yourself, being able to control your water, being able to control your resources, being able to control your electricity.
How the fuck you gonna control your water? Like, what are you talking about? The water comes from like that same river. Separation talk during all that Marcus Garvey. So we're integrated. At the very least, let's say East state that.
You know what I'm saying? Be independent.
Well, no, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, the dude said, "Nah, I don't know what you're saying. That shit, that's stupid. It doesn't make any sense."
All right. It was getting to him, but when I did that, when I had the mask, when I put the mask and the fez on, because this is what this nigga looks like. Oh, I think that burned his soul. That burned his soul. So he jumped all out the window. I heard little bits and pieces. Oh, this nigga just went up. Oh, he got real pissed. So I think that wiped him out a little bit. So he was
yeah, he don't know how to purify water. What are you talking about?
Just talking about my family, posting pictures of my babies. Oh, that's a nigga who
Moroccan solar panels and Moore's water.
Yeah, oh, this nigga was. Oh, I don't listen to Taharka. I don't listen.
Yeah, that's that dream shit, man.
I don't listen to.
Yeah, anybody sells a dream. Come on, man.
I don't listen to that, but.
Yeah, I don't want any more dreams. That sounds great. Separate govern ourselves and control our water, our food, and we can ship fish. Like that Elijah Muhammad bullshit. Ship fish and sell you beef pies.
Most of you are like, I have no idea who Taharka Bey is. He's a nobody. He's a weird, funny-looking.
He's talking about a physical separation. That's liberation.
I basically destroyed his little bullshit.
He said shit about the army,
without
military.
trying. I barely
shit about that.
And you can tell you destroyed somebody's shit when their comeback is a bunch of lies and babble. Some of his comebacks was on some, well, Tariq has a white lawyer. You know how I do.
It's about to get real.
Well, Tariq's sister's cousin's brother, uncle, brother-in-law is Latino. You know how I do. If that's your comeback, that means you lost. If the worst thing you could say about me is your cousin's uncle, auntie, mama, grandma, brother-in-law is whatever, you don't have anything, and you're saying to the world, Tariq Nasheed is so goddamn thorough, I have nothing. I have to reach and cobble together something about this dude. That's what being thorough is about, nigga.
At least on that live, he made some shit up.
That's how thorough I am in the game. I am a thorough brother. I do not plebiscite babble. I am an alpha male. I say what I mean what I say, and I handle my business. And I'm a trustworthy person. My rep is impeccable. So cobbling together some jive-ass talking point basically translates to I lost. And I take your concession. I accept it. I accept your loss. And I'm not going to really address the loser again. I don't have to, because trolling and babbling is just what losers do. That's their way of kind of coping with losing. Okay? But Taharka Bey, you're talking about my children. I don't really know all you're talking about, but I know it was pretty reckless. You're talking about the family. Now, I'm not going to bring your family in it, because Taharka, I done seen images of your family. I'm not going to bring your family into it, but I see where you get that big ass head from.
So that's the dangers of this internet beef. Like Taharka, I'll just play it later. But he's not playing chess. He's definitely playing checkers. Taharka was on this move right here. He was playing checkers, and I'm going to explain why. Okay. Now Tariq, now she's talking about his family and pictures, and that's why. Listen, Taharka Bey, he came at. You could look at you could look at Tariq Nasheed as like the Juby Dooby Jew community, right? That Kanye West came after. It's like you're coming after people when there's no war, there's no beef. You're just bored and you're looking for clickbait, trolling, or whatever views, and it goes left. Kanye West went after the Juby Doo community, and that's what other people call it. So I'm gonna call it what they call it, right? So they annihilated him. He's no longer a billion. Everything that made him Kanye West, they basically took from him. And I can imagine. I know he had Donda Sports. You know, he signed like key athletes. They bounced on his dumb ass, and his music. You know, they pummeled him. On a low level, that's what Tariq can possibly do to Taharka. It's not. It doesn't make the Juby Do community correct. Doesn't make Tariq Nasheed correct on the argument. It just shows that you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not as powerful as you think you are. You're not as influential as you think you are. You don't have the connections you thought you had. You dig? So, I mean, at least wait till you get there. Be patient. Get there, and then, you know, look at Roland Martin. He has a whole news channel where he can come right back. He could come right back. And Tariq Nasheed, he can hold his own. You dig? Roland Martin is very well connected. So like he can cause power plays against Tariq Nasheed, block certain things, you know what I mean? He's a politician, I believe, or he's into politics. But yeah, man. So Roland Martin is like a big dog in that lane. Like he can play that game. But dude, come on. You gotta be wise, man. Chess is not just a board game. It's a way to think. It's a way. Better yet, I'm sorry, I lied. Chess is a game of planning. Something you guys ain't really hear. Chess ain't about thinking 3 moves ahead. That dumb shit niggas be saying. Chess is a game of schemes, tactics, and planning. That's what chess is about.
Big head of yours comes from your bloodline. Your whole family got these big fucking heads. I was gonna show some pictures. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
Now he gonna do the family thing. You dig? Is it really worth?
I'm not gonna bring the family into it.
Is it really worth the clicks to have yourself out there like that with
this is a
family?
dusty enough nigga right now.
Especially, I'm just saying, like when you have to know who you're going against.
Yeah, I really think this online stuff.
Tariq Nasheed is petty, and he's gonna take it there. Young Pharaoh is petty; he's gonna take it there. Like certain people is gonna go all the way, and certain people will not. They'll mess around a little bit. So you got to pick your battles wisely.
This is Taharka. Look at him. Look at this nigga. Taharka, you are a born loser.
Mac.
Look at you. This is why you're so jealous of me, Taharka. All of this babbling you've been doing about me for the last few months, just making videos babbling about me, that's jealousy. Look at how I'm a very successful black man, a very independent black man, very successful black man, very nice looking black man, very tall black man. The women love me. The brothers respect me.
The women love me.
I get things done. People value my words. People look to me for advice. People look to me to talk to me to get some game. You understand? And this is you. That's you right there. Big ass head, looking weird, just a big, weird, goofy looking Negro. Nobody's checking for you. Nobody gives a shit about what you have to say. Yeah. That's where the problem is. I mean, dude, you look like an Easter Island statue. And this is why you're jealous and upset and mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Yeah, I saw his, I'm not going to put his mama. I have a picture of his mama. Miss Sylvia, shout out to Miss Sylvia. I'm not going to bring your mama into that, man. I love mothers. But yeah, I see where you got your head from, nigga. I see where you got your head from, nigga. But Taharka, this nigga, that whole Moorish Science Temple thing, I want y'all to understand this about people like Taharka and a lot of these Moorish Science Temple dudes, what that get down is. Taharka is, like I said, one of these born losers. This nigga's name is Toronto Antonio Johnson, and other people, they've exposed this goofball before. This is nothing new. So I don't even have to go too deep with it. But this is a lifelong petty criminal. This nigga's been a petty criminal for damn near most of his damn life. Oh, goodness. Goodness. So where do we start? Let's look at this nigga's paperwork. All right, let's go to his paperwork. This nigga got...
See, now we going here. You dig? See, and this is what I mean. Okay, this is a chess move for Taharka if he knows Tariq Nasheed is going to do this and he's prepared to counter. I'm going to play Taharka's counter after this, and believe me, he wasn't prepared. You will agree in a minute. You got to be prepared for he's going to go here, okay? And how he's going to twist stuff along with facts, you dig? He's taking out addresses. He could leave it there if he was really being petty.
Cases going all the way back to 91. Here we go. I blocked out the address. Come on.
And it makes you wonder, do people go by these YouTube names to avoid knowing Toronto Antonio Johnson because you can look him up? You know, is the conscious community another community to hide your dirty past? You know how molesters, like they were alleged molesters, they will move to a community with other molesters because certain communities won't tolerate them. So it has the conscious community became a community where criminals go to change their name and start all over again. I'm not saying Taharka Bear is one of them, but I'm just saying, like, you'll see like the Ali Muhammad's, nobody knows his real name. We only know Polite's name because he's arrested. You dig? Like a lot of these guys' names, Saracen Seti, like a lot of these guys, like you never, Shaka Atmos. Like, what is these guys' real names? So you're gonna just be Shaka Atmos for 12 years, 20 years? That's crazy.
Taharka, let's do it. You already know where I'm going with it. So let's go to some of your dusty ass robbing stores.
Sorry, bro, but you too. Can we know your name? At least your first name or your last name? Can we know something? You're in our face for 20 years. Can we know something about you? Like, we know Divine Prospect. We know a couple guys' real name because of Facebook, but certain guys, you don't. All you know is their fake name, and then they go ahead and sell you a product and a service. We'll buy it, and you can't take them to court at all. We don't know their real names.
Back in the 90s, just dusty nigga shit. All right, just robbing stores back in the 90s. Went to jail for robbing stores.
Robbing stores back in the 90s. Funny.
What dusty niggas do. Okay. So this is what happens. When dusty niggas like that with no game goes out here doing crackhead crimes, you go to jail, you go to prison, and when you are, and he's a kind of a short, little stubby nigga with a huge head. So a little short, stubby, goofy nigga like this goes to jail. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You need protection. So out here in LA and in the West Coast, you know, you either get with the BGF, you get with the Crips, the Bloods, or you get with the Muslims. So out there on the East Coast, Baltimore, you a funny looking, stubby, goofy looking dude with a huge head. So you're going to be lunch in jail. You're going to be lunch. So you're not going to join no gang because you ain't got the heart for that. You can't really join the Nation of Islam because there's too much discipline with the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam in prisons, you know, they make them work out. You gotta be almost militaristic to a certain degree, you know.
They don't work out. I mean, some do, but they don't make you work out.
Who are in jail, You know, they kind of run a tight ship. You got to be on top.
He's not done. It's gonna be more wild.
You got to be on top of your shit. And so the other option is for these dudes. Well, there's two other options. Either they become Hebrew Israelites or they become Moorish Science Temple dudes as a way to protect themselves. So you can, when some gang shit go down, you can be in the corner praying, hey, my brother, I'm going to pray for you, my brother. You know how I do you. I pray for you. We're going to pray to Allah, brother. You know what I do you.
Yeah, this is
a lot of bitch niggas get involved. Not all of them are bitch made, but it's a bunch of bitch niggas.
You gotta know.
That's why when you see a lot of the Moorish Science Temple dudes, they all fat and out of shape and pudgy.
And then it's not like we are people that like to be entertained. You dig? Unfortunately, today, 2022, we are people who likes to be entertained over educated. So you might have all the facts and you might have all the answers, Sway. All somebody got to do is come with the comical approach. You're done.
Because ain't no real discipline in jail. And I'm not denigrating all of the Moorish Science Temple guys. I'm not, because you got some thorough brothers. You do. You do have some thorough cats in Moorish Science Temple. You do. But Taharka Bey ain't one of them. This nigga is not one of them. This nigga is real bitch made. Looks like a fucking snapping turtle walking around here.
Yeah, if anybody is following anybody, any black person, hardcore, that was in this country or lived and died before integration, you are lost. If you're hardcore following any black person or any person, period, who have not experienced integration in its fullest effect, you are lost.
You know how I do. I know you're listening, Taharka. This is an intervention, Taharka. This is an intervention. But Taharka isn't one of these goofy niggas. He's been goofy all of his life. He's been a goofy fuck nigga all of his life. This is him. Look at this goofball. Swagless. Look at him. Look at this goofy nigga. Of course you're going to be jealous of a nigga like me. Look how goofy you look. You look like a damn Dominican plumber. Look how goofy you look. So this Negro, again, a lot of times when these dudes like Toronto, Antonio, and where are you from with a name?
Oh shit, Tariq, now she going to his little
doesn't sound too FBA.
She theories when Tariq with a black American, all of a sudden your ethnicity is in question. You did. All of a sudden you're no longer FBA. Now you are an immigrant, a black immigrant. That's every black person he beats with. Damn near all of them. They no longer are black American anymore. They are now a black immigrant. So that's where he was trying to go with this one. I don't know what Taharka Bey is.
I've been around for many years. I've been all over the country. I've seen foundational black Americans. I have never seen a foundation.
That's like rappers. When they beef with other rappers, all of a sudden he's trash, his music garbage. Like, dude, stop.
Black American look like this nigga. I have never seen nobody who looks like this, guys. I've never seen a human being who looks like this.
I've never seen a human being who looks like this. Yeah, this dude is funny, yeah.
Seen a human being who looks like this. This nigga looks like a hammerhead shark. I've never seen anybody who looked like this weird nigga. Who's FBA? Where's this dude from?
Told you he gonna go to.
Yeah. So he's always been a swagless nigga. Toronto. This is an intervention, Toronto. Where are you from, nigga? But this nigga, when people sit up here trying to project scams,
When he started making that face, poking his bottom teeth out, he is serious. But he's upset though. So this ain't like a regular roast Tariq does. He's actually in his feelings. When he started tilting his head back, showing most of his bottom teeth, he's really in his feelings. He's mad at Taharka Bey. Like, he's really mad at him.
To cobble together a false narrative to project scams onto people. It's usually the scammers doing that. So Again, this Negro tried to have something. He put up a GoFundMe a while back. This is a GoFundMe. Look at this.
Oh shit! Only 100.
He tried to raise money for the Moorish Village, where he was going to raise money on GoFundMe for Moorish Village, and that failed. So this is a fail.
I never seen this. We will build it. Oh, well, black folks ain't fall for that one. We could be stupid and gullible, but we was like, nah, not that one.
Tether plebiscite ass nigga who just does a bunch of failed projects. He has
now all of a sudden Taharka Bey is a full tether. Like he was just asking where is he from, blah blah blah. Now that he's mad at him, now he's a full tether is what you call black immigrants. I think immigrants, period, but definitely black immigrants.
Has no wins under his belt. A lifelong failure. He looks weird as hell. Just a bit goofy nigga.
Yeah, that's not a good look to like. We will build it, Moorish Village, Baltimore. You know, like, yeah. Now, somebody could argue that Taharka could never get on Umar Johnson's school thing or Tariq's museum because it looked like he tried it. He tried something similar, so he could never get on that. I just think people should feel the atmosphere, test it before they go ask for donations towards a project like that. Like you should see, like, you know, if they don't donate to small projects, they definitely not going to donate to something large like that. Like you're setting yourself up to fail, and only $192. That's crazy.
Big fish face fucker.
So he's mad.
Looking like Finding Damn Nemo. Where is this nigga from looking like
Tariq is big man.
This is a born loser. A failure all of his life. So of course you're going to be jealous of me. And I'm not going to keep addressing you because I'm just taking a victory lap here. Because I've already crushed you, because all you can do is come back with lies and nobody's listening to it. You're upset because Taharka, nobody.
Get a little more petty.
You. This is why I become your daddy and you become my bitch.
That's kind of wrong.
Be Taharka bitch, because you have to use my name in order to get views because you ain't interesting. Nor are you.
Stop it, Tariq. You use people names too. Stop it. Everybody does that. That's not the sole purpose to get views. You do it too.
Thorough enough to draw an audience. You're just an old, dusty, plebiscite babbling nigga who's doing the same babbling.
Big man.
And people see it and ain't nobody buying.
So Taharka, whatever you did, man, it rubbed him the wrong way. He's definitely in his feelings.
Nobody's buying that shit, brother.
But that's what makes him more dangerous now, because he's actually angry. You know, exposing, you know, criminal records, family members, you know, joking and making puppets. Like, Taharka, you really, dude, get out of that, man. Get out of there. Ain't no win that you was doing very good with the you know, exposing the fake black militias and the allies and all those people. You're doing very great. I think this time you bit off more than you can chew. And it's not that you're wrong. It's just that you don't have as much support as this dude right here. And he's very petty and he's very immature. And he'll go as far as he need to win. You won't do that, Taharka. At some point, I think you'll bow out. This guy won't. Because remember, like, these cult leaders, they can't lose. They got to always win. So they'll go all the way out. Kanye West, cult leader, he can't lose. He'll go all the way out until he's bankrupt. Cult leaders cannot lose in front of their members. Remember that.
The reason why you see so many people rocking with me, because I keep it 100. I'm an interesting person, and I follow through with what I say.
Yeah, he took Taharka's address towards him as like you're coming at his flock. You're trying to take his flock. That's how he's responding. He's like, it's like fight or flight for this guy, Tariq Nasheed.
You dig? I didn't spend my entire life doing petty.
I can't read the chat because I got it maximized because I pre-recorded this last night. So it'll be small if I like if I put it to like even theater mode would be small. So I got to maximize this one so you can get the full video. So I can't read the chat until this is over.
Crackhead crimes. You dig? That says a lot about your character. Robbing stores and shit. What kind of bullshit is that, nigga? With that big ass head like you ain't gonna get caught. Your head is all in the surveillance video. Give me the money. You know what I do. Give me the money. Gives me the money. Head big as hell. Like the surveillance camera ain't gonna get your funny looking ass. Don't nobody else look like you, nigga. Even with the ski mask, the size of your head, people know the shape. Like they can't see the shape of your damn head. Like you don't have on a ski mask with that big ass head. Hey, how you think you weren't gonna get caught robbing the liquor store, bitch ass nigga? You fucking clown. Who supports Taharka, babe? Y'all need to get the fuck out. You support this goofy
big
nigga?
Mad.
Nigga.
And that's another mistake he made. Like he's going after somebody who his followers follow. They watch Taharka Bay and they also watch Tariq Nasheed. So you're gonna make them split. That's like me beefing with Unc. The same people who watch me watch Unc, same people watch Unc watch me to some extent. So if I argue with Unc, I'm going to cause my member, the small as they are, I'm going to cause them to split in half or in fractions. You dig?
They use head prints to get you. Nigga, everybody pointed your ass out. With the ski mask, everybody pointed you out. They knew who it was.
To some extent, not extinct.
Nigga, yeah, you gotta sit here and whine about me. You my bitch. And I'm your daddy, nigga. You gotta eat off me. You gotta get your little YouTube dollars by mentioning daddy, fuck boy. But here's the thing about
I don't think he was coming at you for YouTube dollars. I think he underestimated you. I don't know how, but he underestimated your like how you get down. I think he was doing a real good job with people he came after. He did, and they didn't really respond too well. So he was like feeling like he's at the end of the game. You know, it's time to get the leader, right? Of all fighting games, you fight the leader who's the most powerful. And I think he came after you thinking that you're the leader, you're the bad guy leader at the end of the video game. And big mistake. You know, you can put it there.
Boy, your rap sheet. Yeah. Boy, Taharka, your damn rap sheet, brother. Your rap sheet, your rap. Because I don't have to talk about your cousin, sister, uncle, mama, brother-in-law. That means you have nothing. I got something, nigga. I'm talking about you. Talking about your rap sheet, bitch ass. Nigga, let's look at Taharka's rap sheet. Antonio.
All this right here could be avoided unless you was prepared for this type of comeback. If you were prepared for this, this won't hurt as much. If you're not prepared for this, it's going to be probably the deciding factor.
Toronto Antonio. Let's look at his rap sheet. Let's look at what's going on with this nigga. Domestic violence. This dude has a number of domestic violence cases. And look on the bottom. Child abuse. The nigga has a number of domestic violence cases and child abuse cases. Damn, Toronto. Do y'all see that? The child abuse in this? Let's look at some more stuff here. A couple of domestic violence, child abuse, domestic violence. Bitch nigga.
See?
That I can't respect. You're beating on women and you're beating on kids, nigga. That's what you're doing? Child abuse? Domestic violence, you bitch ass nigga? See, it's always these little weird ass touche turtle looking niggas who can't really step to a man with the bullshit because you know a man will knock a plug out your big ass head. So you them
He said a plug. He smelled like the Frankenstein plugs, and they're not gonna plug out your head. This dude is petty, man.
Because you know a man will knock a plug out your big ass head. So them little fuck niggas gotta run up on women and kids. You dig? Who supports him? Get on in here. We're the Taharka Bay supporters for this bitch ass nigga. Beating on women and kids? Is that your get down, nigga? I ain't talking about your mama, sister, brother, uncle, cousin-in-law. I'm talking about you, fuck boy. Beating on women and kids? Huh? You bitch ass nigga? Now let's take it deeper. Let's go even deeper with it. Where the Taharka supporters? Here's another document. I blocked the address. Come on. Here's another document about Toronto, Antonio Johnson, aka Taharka Bay, talking about his record. And this is a very interesting thing on the bottom. Look right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on the bottom, registered lifetime sex offender, yes.
See? This is what happens when you're biting off more than you can chew. You got to be prepared for all, like, everybody knows themselves. And we're at an age where we know what we've done in the past. Ain't but so much somebody can say about you. You dig? They ain't gonna pull up something you don't know about yourself. So when you beef with somebody this petty, that who's gonna go all the way out and pay people, potentially pay people, some cult member is gonna volunteer their services and bring it to Tariq, and they probably don't even have a problem with Taharka Bay. They just mindless followers of Tariq, that they'll volunteer this information. If they are a private investor, they'll do it for free for Tariq Nasheed. Just for like a pat on the head, no money, nothing, not even a shout out. So you got to be prepared for something like this. So when he bring it up, no problem. You brush off your shoulder and you roll with it, or you roll with the punch. They punch at you, Mayweather style. You roll off it and you punch back. Taharka's response, he didn't do a good job of rolling off this punch.
So your boy is a registered sex offender. So nigga, not only are you engaging in domestic, is a registered sex offender. So your boy is a registered sex offender. So nigga, not only are you engaging in domestic violence, child abuse, damn nigga, you a perv too? Damn, Taharka Bay. Where are the Taharka Bay supporters? Get your asses. Let me
when
see.
You beef with somebody and they got this much influence and their arm reached that far, you know, the old saying, your arm's too short, the box forgot. Like, we really got to consider that. Because even if this is fake news, that he be having 10,000 people watching his live, streams, opposed to Taharka Bay, maybe 300 on average, 400 on average, 10,000. Come on, dude, he's reaching more people. This could be fake news, but the fact that it could be real news, the fact is he can reach entirely more people than you with the news. So if it's fake, it's too late. It reached so many people, to them it's true. If it's real, then you just got to eat it. But this is what I mean. So, damn. So now he done painted a picture that Taharka Bay is a liquor store robber. Tariq Nasheed said he beat on kids. Tariq Nasheed said that he beat on women. Now he's saying he's the, Sylvester, you dig, child Sylvester, you dig. Now he's saying that. So you got these hard things that you got. Now you got to argue off all of them. Well, definitely most of them. So before you even attack back, you're too busy addressing definitely the domestic violence, definitely the child abuse, and now this one. Like the robbery thing, you ain't gotta adjust that. That's like past, whatever the past. But those other three, like that's something the country shames at and will cancel you over. You dig? Beating kids, beating on women, and child Sylvester. Like those three things will get you canceled. So even if they false, you gotta keep whoever you beef with going forward, gonna bring those things up, and you gotta keep defending yourself over and over and over. You see, it don't work out for Minister Louis Farrakhan with his anti-Semitic quotes. When he goes on any talk show host or any interview with ops, he can't even get his message across because he's too busy defending himself on what he actually said in the past and future, or present, in the past and present, not future. But when it comes to the Nation of Islam, I don't want a leader like that keep making the Malcolm X thing. He got to keep defending. Not only was he involved back in that time, but his recent comments, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, about Malcolm X, almost implicating himself with some type of knowledge of the murder or assassination or involvement. So now he got to keep defending himself. And then he said a thing about Black people features. We naturally have Caucasian features where we got Black features because of a curse. In the jungles of Africa, he called Africa jungles, white racism talking points. So he's too busy defending himself as opposed to pushing the message, pushing the agenda. You don't want leaders like that. You don't want representatives like that. You want your dude, you want your dude or dudette to be addressing false allegations. I never said that. That's a lie. That's not what I said. I actually said this. That at the very least, that not things you have actually said. That just, yeah, we got to get out of that. Now Kanye West, same thing. Now he's too busy defending his statements against Black people with the White Lives Matter shirt. George Floyd, fentanyl. He ain't died. The police officer is basically railroaded. George Floyd, it's his fault. He's dead, basically. And then he said a lot of anti-Semitic things. So now, forever, he will be just addressing those three things forever, no matter what he does great in his life.
You are, then get your ass.
And even his kids, they got to address what their dad said.
Out of here. We don't do that over here.
Unless they do what Dr. Khalid's son did, Farragut, which is a smart thing. He disowned his dad. Don't tie me to that nut.
We don't have people supporting pervs over here. Okay? We don't have people supporting goddamn perverts over here. We're the Taharka Bay supporters. This bitch ass domestic violence, abusive ass pervert who's a sex offender, who's registered.
This could all be fake news, but the fact that he could reach so many people with the fake news, and you could only reach a handful of people with the possible truth, the clear up. Dude, lies travel way further than the truth. So I don't know if this is true or false. I'm just saying, if it was a lie, he reached too many people with too many folks with the lie. You'll spend 5 years trying to catch up to all the lies.
I ain't talking about your cousin, mama.
Let's go.
You know how I do. Because I would rather have a white lawyer, and I have white and Black lawyers.
Oh, that's another thing. See, this Taharka Bay, as I played earlier, he's a separatist, and he's like low key, like a Black racist. Like he has this issue with white people, and that's his personal prerogative. But that adds more to the flame. You dig? So now all of a sudden, having a white lawyer, Indian lawyer, non-Black lawyer is like a bad thing. See, we get into this Blackology, everything Black, as though Black doctors don't mess up, Black lawyers don't, Black accountants don't rob you. Like, stop, man. There's thieves in all races and colors and skin tones. Stop it. And there's good lawyers that'll work hard for you that's non-black. There's good lawyers, good accountants who will be as fair as possible, less of a thief as possible, that are black. You dig? Stop it with this black white stuff. It's white, so it's wrong. It's black, so it's godly. That's the stuff polite gets you with. You dig? Now I'm a black man doing this. You know, listen to me. Stop this.
You dig? Hell on away from here. Charges. These are the kind of niggas that they get as agents. If you and your whole claim charge, these are the kind of niggas you can get the hell on away from here.
Look. His chin up.
You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, this nigga has so many charges. These are the kind of niggas that they get as agents. If you got all of these,
and then we go to agent talk. That blackologists love doing the agent thing. The snitch, the sellout, the agent, the coon, all that. Like, we love calling each other that. Oh my God.
Charges and these weird ass charges, and you still running around here and manufacturing beefs. You dig?
Yeah, at one point we had the word, for a couple of years, we had the word coon perfectly placed on certain black individuals. Like, it was placed on Herschel Walker perfectly. Sometimes Charles Barkley, or most often, sometimes Stephen A. Smith. Perfectly placed on some of those people. Then the blackologists start to paste it on upstanding black people who just expose their bullshit, their schemes, scams, and blackology. Now all of a sudden, we become the coons because we have proven that their information is garbage, worthless. So now the word coon is watered down everywhere now, and the agent word, informant word, same thing. Snitch and gangster, all that shit just applies to everybody. Everybody's a real gangster or real snitch.
That implies more dirty paperwork from this buster ass nigga.
Dirty paperwork.
Dinosaur looking nigga. Most of y'all don't know and don't close your. But
Rant.
Why is he always wearing them hats?
This last thing.
Notice you never see this Negro without a hat. Every time you see him, he has a hat on. Okay?
It made me think, like, wait, is that true? I'm like, wait a minute, I don't recall seeing him without a hat. You know what I mean? See, things like that, just goofy. Like, don't involve yourself in that, man. It derails your message and what your channel's about. Now you're going to be stuck arguing this fool for the next 2 years, bruh.
Yeah, he has the hatfish people. Every picture of this Negro, he has a hat on. You notice that? Every picture of this goofy fish-faced Negro, he has a hat on every picture. He keeps that hat on religiously. Every picture, hat, affairs, he got that damn hat on. Every picture. So this nigga has that hat on, and I found a picture of him without a hat. Now we see why this nigga keeps that hat on. This is him. This is this nigga without that damn hat, ladies and gentlemen. This is Taharka, bitch, a.k.a. Toronto Antonio Johnson. This is this hoe-ass nigga without a hat. No wonder he keeps a hat on. Where's that hairline from? This nigga is a damn suspected tether. Look at that fucked up hairline on this bitch nigga. Look at this nigga's hairline.
See?
Family, look at it. Come on, let me draw it up closer. This nigga looks like Carl fucking Winslow off Family Matters. This is not an FBA hairline. Where is this ugly motherfucker from?
See, now.
Where are you from, Toronto?
See?
Nigga. Where in the hell are you from? Come on. This is this nigga right here. Come on, Carl Wins. This is a tether hairline, nigga. No wonder you have such a problem with foundational black Americans, my nigga. I think you are a suspected tether. Nigga, look at that hairline.
And look how you
Where are you from, Toronto?
Hey, yo, Eddie looking like Anthony Edwards, right? The Timberwolves. No man.
Come on, my G.
Default.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Trash, man.
There you go. Come on. That's right.
Oh, not the family.
All right. Nigga, you ain't. You're a and you know how I do. I was just in your neck of the woods.
Nah, he got a tough talk.
You cannot.
The fake tough talk.
Nigga, with that big ass head.
He just gonna. All right, so here's Taharka's response.
Somebody share this to Rolling Button. You will not be
Savage,
disappointed
Heart, Pure
tonight.
Black, Miss Tiff.
You will not be disappointed tonight. Let me don't hold up no more. I ain't gonna hold you up no more. Let me just play this real quick.
The mask was.
Let me say.
Plebiscite battle.
Let me play this real quick.
Paragon Peace.
Let me put this aside. Let me play this. Listen.
Let's go even deeper with it. Where the Taharka supporters in? Here's another document.
Now he gonna
block the address. Come on.
Most of this show.
Here's another document about Toronto, Antonio Johnson, aka Taharka Bay, talking about his record. And this is a very interesting thing on the bottom. Look right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on the bottom, registered lifetime sex offender, yes.
Let's stop right there. Let's deal with this off the top. Let's get this out the way real quick. Real quick.
So now I want y'all to pay attention to Taharka's chat. Your chat lets you know if you're doing a good job of convincing the people or if you're winning. Your own chat lets you know if you're winning the debate, if you're having a live debate, or some petty beef stuff like this.
All right. We're going to get this. We're going to knock this out the park off the top. So many people have been on my feed today. Many people have been on my timeline today, claiming that, oh, you're a sex offender. You're a sex offender. I want to explain something. I want to explain something to everybody. The reason why I'm going to address this tonight is because it shows I'm going to prove to you how easily we are misled. See this? Look at this.
Alex is explain it. If y'all don't know, explain is like legit. When people say nigga explain, host explain, or explain, like that's them saying you're making up some stuff to cover your butt. So that's what Alex is saying explain it.
Ain't no getting out. Ain't no getting that out.
Okay, so somebody put ain't no getting it out. Oh, nah, ain't no getting that out the way. He's talking about. So he said, let's get this out. Oh, is that?
I just changed them.
All right. So the baby woke up.
Out the way. All right.
So he was saying, let us get the sex offender thing out the way. Somebody responded, nah, ain't no getting that out the way.
I'm gonna show ain't easily. I want to explain something to everybody. The reason why I'm going to address this tonight is because it shows I'm going to prove to you how easily we are misled. See this? Look at this. Nah, ain't no getting out. Ain't no getting that out the way. All right. I'm going to show you how easily we are misled. And I want y'all to pay close attention. There's 800 people in here. But now when I finish with this segment right here, I want to ask you, do you understand or not? I know you probably say, oh, why are you doing all that? Okay. You don't know who you're dealing with. But now, so pay attention. Listen to this. Tariq warned you, my brother. No, he didn't warn nobody. Now, let's get busy. Let's get busy. Let me show you how this works. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to break all of this down.
Somebody put, J Flex put, is that paper legit though? Do you admit that? He said, somebody Hitman Jay said, I knew he was going to say it's a lie. I told you, man.
you so simply, real quick. All right. I knew he was going to say it was a lie. So here is the video where he said a registered sex offender. Here is the actual paper. Sorry for the way that it looks, because I've had it for a while and I've been saving it.
Hitman says, so that paperwork, that might be somebody, that might be Tariq. Says, so that paperwork line, you have been warned by Tariq.
For my documentary. I've been saving it for my documentary about my life.
So here's what I mean by Tariq was playing checkers. He was playing checkers and not chess. Like B Rabbit from 9 Mile, Slim Shady. You should have already made this widely known, because people in the chat said Taharka Bey had already addressed this before. I've never heard that. You dig? And I watch his channel, you know, often, where I should have came across that. So what I mean is, you want to have you see how Brother Polite keeps saying he's a 9th grade dropout, blah, blah, blah. So he reminds you over and over and over, so you can't use that against him. It won't have that much sting, right? It won't sting that much. So Taharka should have been mentioning this every so often. You dig? Like, yeah, people going to say this, that's fake. And keep reminding his audience of whatever he's about to explain right now. Okay? That's what I mean by he wasn't playing chess. This had already been well known. I mean, well known. Just like we know other people in the community, Chief X already told about his past with drugs, his criminal life, you know, selling drugs. Like, they already put that out there enough, not just one time. Chief X made a whole video, you dig, on that. Talks about it often. You dig? Like, people put it out there where it don't have as much power if you try to come back and use it against them. Taharka Bey, I don't believe, put this out enough, that the power is stripped. So now he's playing checkers. So instead of like going in on Tariq, he's gonna waste time trying to explain this away to those people like myself who never heard of. I heard about the domestic thing. I heard about, that was it. I never heard about the child abuse or the robbing liquor store. But this sexual offender, I never heard this part. So for people like myself, he's busy. Like, we're waiting to see what he's gonna say when we should already been prepped what he's going to say. You see? So that's why that's not chess, that's checkers. So now he's responding. That means that he didn't roll with that punch. He actually got hit.
What I want you to pay close attention to, all right? What I want you to pay close attention to, and I'm going to blow it up for you. What I want you to pay close attention to is that this is an initial appearance questionnaire, all right? I want you to pay attention to the upper right-hand corner. What's in that right-hand corner, there is a case number right there. Now, one of the problems with our people, Emily Ill of the Moorish Science Temple of America, the first appointed Supreme Grand Sheikh, said we would be okay if we knew how to read. Now, right there is a case number. Everybody, if you got your pens and paper, I want you to write down the case number. 2C00435157. There's a case number. But before you finish, let's go down. It's a questionnaire. All right? But we're going to go all the way down to what says record check, because many of you can't read. So I'm going to, you Nashidians can't read. You know what I mean? No, I don't have a rent. I don't know. No, it's all own. Somebody said no rent, LOL. No, because right there it says own. Own. Oh,
so this is the part I don't get then. So it says rent, no, but it says own, yes. Full-time, yes. So the part I don't get is that it's listing things like options, and it's answering the options. How long at current address? 18 months. Rent, no. Own, yes. Marshall, marital status at Marshall. Marital status, divorce. Place of birth, Annapolis, Maryland. You see? Independence, 2. So children, relationship, children, home improvement, under the table, labor, income. Now, the income thing right there, I wouldn't trip off that. When you're, this what people don't, this what 9-to-5ers don't get. It says 1,100. I guess that's a month. Don't 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 believe that. A lot of entrepreneurs are not going to report a lot of the cash so they can qualify for assistance. But meanwhile, the cash is definitely there. So I wouldn't act like he makes 1,100 a month. That's just what he's reporting, possibly, and he's pocketing other money, tax free, cash. You dig? That's what some entrepreneurs would do. So never look at an entrepreneur tax records on how much they make. You dig? That's just what they want to put down. And only when you're trying, this is what I heard, okay? Don't believe me, IRS. I'm just a fool. But this is what I heard, allegedly. When you want your income to help you get a loan, house, car, whatever you need, business loan, then all of a sudden you start reporting correctly all of the income you make from your occupation. That's just what I heard. Don't believe me, IRS. I'm a bumbling fool. You dig? So anyway, but the point is, it's asking questions and it's answering. It put yes, no, and saying children. So this is the part that's going to confuse me when he explains the bottom half.
Learn how to read, you Nushidianites. Now, let's go down to record check. I'm not going to let you distract me. Record check.
Yeah,
so this is the district court record check. All right? This is the district court record check. Traffic, yes, they checked. Criminal, yes, they checked. All right? Now, let's go all the way down here to registered lifetime sex offender. Yes, they checked it. It's the MOSOR.
Yeah. MOSOR. All right. He got to explain this one because it's statewide or no, individual no. It's answering no. And then it's only one yes. And that was for the registered lifetime sex offender. So let's hear the explanation.
Okay.
There's a district court, traffic, yes, criminal, yes. See, it's answering yes or no, and it says yes for this one. So I want to hear this explanation.
But before we get to that, we'll explain what MOSOR is in a minute. Well, I told this story the other night that I was in Lowe's and a Mexican disrespect the sister, and it says, Defendant Johnson then began to yell at him and stated, "That's my sister. You can't talk to her like that. You effing illegal." Now, that was a lie. But that's what the Mexican said. I called him an effing illegal. And then he went on to say, because we're not going to get stuck here. Defendant Johnson then punched victim Apercio in the face with a closed fist. I told this story the other night. Okay? Now, here is the charge paper. But now, here is the caveat to the charge papers. All right? This happened at 10/13/26. Judge Stephen Wyman. Now, what you need to understand that on the right-hand side, there is a case number. Okay? Now, remember I told you about the case number on the questionnaire? 2C00435157. Look underneath here on here. Here is the case number, you dumb fools. I'm calling you dumb fools because you're stupid.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is why you know he's playing checkers. Like Tariq was, but Tariq was defending himself. They're both playing checkers, they're not playing chess. All right. And what I mean is that they're not ready for the other person attacks. That's not chess. So he's cussing out the chat because he's not liking what he's reading from the chat. They're getting on him from Tariq's claims, right, on Taharka's criminal past. So now they're riding him for that, and he's too busy yelling at them, defending himself, when a real defense is prophylaxis. That means you stop something from, that's what a jab is, the medical jab to stop the pandemic. That's what that's for. It's a prophylaxis. It stops something from even starting. So it's better than defending yourself. In chess, you defend yourself by protecting, capture, move away, or blocking, interposing. But what's better than all that is don't even let somebody make the attack. right? So prophylaxis is you stop the attack from ever happening. So there's no defense. There's no need to move, protect, interpose, or capture. See, so now he's moving. No, shit, he's moving, protecting, blocking, and capturing. He's doing all defenses in chat at one time during this presentation because he let Tariq get that off.
You're dumb and you're easily fooled and manipulated. Now, if you think I'm a sex offender, use a dumb fool. Because
see, you don't want to be in that position when you come after somebody with that much of influence, right? That person that has that many views. You don't want that. He's not ready.
The case number matches what is called a second-degree assault, you dumb fools. What is wrong with you dumb fools? Huh? What is wrong with you idiots? You idiots believe this dumb stuff? Huh? This is why y'all are so easily manipulated, you Nashidites. This is why y'all so easily manipulated.
Why do you keep addressing this? We've been over this. They can go back and watch replay. They're not going to do that, Keish Wash. They're not real researchers. And again, I don't recall them, addressing the alleged sexual, offender stuff. So he has to explain it now, because now he's beefing with somebody put that before 10,000 live viewers, and a lot of Taharka Bay viewers watch Tariq Nasheed. So that's even worse. Don't beef with somebody who you have the same, members with, basically, because it's going to hit home harder. So Jamal Mobley said, "What about the stories of the store robberies? How come we don't know about that one?" So people, his chat starting to come at him.
The case number in the right-hand corner. This is why you're so easily manipulated.
Rolando said plebiscite babble, and to me, this wasn't the response that I thought, or that this wasn't the defense I thought he would come with the sex offender stuff, because I thought he was going to really just nip that in the bud, like, nah, this that happened. She recounted, or the state dropped it because it was bogus from the beginning. I thought he's going to come with something like that. I didn't know he'll do if he's clearing it up, it's not clear that he's clearing it up for me.
Manipulated, you dummies, in the right. This is why y'all so easily manipulated. Look at the case number. The case number in the right-hand corner. This is why you're so easily manipulated, you dummies.
Now he's in his feelings. Tariq in his feelings.
Now I don't have to address nothing else with you idiots. And we're going to get back up on this.
So he said that's the case number, and I'll have to address anything else with you. Initial appearance questionnaire, defendant responses. Chat, did I miss something? Because I am talking and looking at the baby, watching him, make sure he don't go too far and get dirty outside. Did he do a good job explaining the lifetime sex offender box that said yes? Miss Tiff said, somebody in the chat, please type over what he's saying, what he has said, that pretty much clear up that stripe.
This agent. Do y'all see that? Press 7 if you see.
Okay, so Paragon said, I just checked the most sort and his name doesn't pop up. All right. Okay. So why would it say yes? I mean, that's the question that people will ask. Like, why did it say yes? Because who knows? Like, can you be wiped? Let's see. Let me type that in there. Can a sex offender get off the registry? Here we go. Sex offenders may apply to the court to be removed from the sex offender registry if they, sex offenders may apply. Listen, you can't go in the mud. I got him before he got out there. Okay. So here's the thing, Paragon. It says sex offenders may apply to the court. I didn't know this was a fact. I didn't know of this. So it says sex offenders may apply to the court to be removed from the sex offender registry if they committed only one offense, have not committed another offense for 15 years, and prove that they are not likely to pose a threat to the safety of others. So because you're not on the registry doesn't mean you were never on there. You can get it expunged basically. So yeah, I need to know why it was checked why, right? I need somebody to explain why it was checked why. Like, yes.
See what I'm saying? Press 7 if you see what I'm saying. It's merely checking the records. That's all it is. It's checking the records. Press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, we got somebody confused.
So I put now you're acting like Roland Martin. Okay, so Taharka don't even care that this keeps being exposed. He's good with it. Yeah, I hope so, because that's no person wants that tag to them. Domestic violence are bad enough, like hitting on women and beating on, child abuse is just the second. So the worst is sexual offender. Second is I guess, I don't know, like the whole grape, the grape thing, the thing Reza Islam is accused of and polite, that's probably the worst. And then I'm thinking child molestation is like, I said it, damn, it's like second, you dig? And I think child abuse is third, and beating on women got to be like fourth, like a fourth degree, you dig? Fourth degree. So you don't want that tag to you. None of those.
We got somebody confused. We're going to run it back for the confused. We're going to run it back for the confused.
Yeah, but I ain't never see the paperwork though of his ops, Miss Tiffany. Yeah, so I just need, and not just me, I'm saying people who was exposed to this for the first time is wondering why possibly there's a yes check mark to life sex offender, lifetime sex offender.
We're going to run it back for the confused. Now, before we run it back for the confused, let me show you what the MSOR is. The Maryland Online Sexual Offender Registry. MOSOR. MOSOR is a web-based...
Okay, so now this means nothing, because we just seen that 15 years clean of only one offense after the sex offender thing that can be expunged. You dig? Especially if you can prove how you're not likely to make that mistake again, or do something, not mistake, but do that horrible crime again. You dig? Yeah, so this wouldn't matter. This wouldn't matter if it's expunged.
Program used by all legal law enforcement agencies, some local detention centers, secure mental facilities, parole probation agents, and Department of Social Services, whatever, correctional case managers to review and record sexual offender registration information. What is wrong with you fools? What is wrong with you? This is why Tariq has been able to manipulate you out of all of your money for the last 10 years. This is why. This is why. You feel what I'm saying? Hold up. This is why Tariq has been able to manipulate you out your money for the last 10 years. Because you don't think. Now you're still mad at me? And look, hey, IME, you can go check the MOSR.
Yeah, but I just shown that doesn't tell the full story. You could be expunged off the list, so that is not forever necessarily. So just because you're not on there doesn't mean you were never on there. Not saying he was ever on there, but you understand what I'm saying. I know you do.
You can go check it yourself. Now, somebody says sue him. If he keeps, now, okay, let me pause because I'm going to make a disclaimer. Tariq.
Now this part, I don't know. This was kind of. I don't see what he about to say now. I don't know, man. This doesn't sound like, I ain't listen.
In order to sue somebody, you got to give them a cease and desist. So let me do my official cease and desist. Tariq, Nasheed, this is my official cease and desist. If you don't remove that video that's slandering my name and lying on me, calling me.
But didn't Polite do that before with the I forgot what he called it, web crime, when people were saying things about him. He said the same thing. He threatened to sue everybody. Young Pharaoh so-called sue somebody. So the people, I don't know, like this suing thing, it don't put you in a conscious community. It don't put you in a winning seat historically.
A pedophile, calling me a registered sex offender, calling me a child abuser. None of that is true. It's a lie.
Peace, no man.
And I will sue you. And I will start the process in 7 days.
That more is number 7 days.
After today.
You got 7 years, 7 months, 7 weeks, 7 days, 7 hours, 7 minutes, 7 seconds to erase that video.
Today is 10/26/2022. That's it. That's it. Now, before you can sue anybody, you already know you got to. No. I didn't lie.
For him and now went to sue. And they put smiling thing. Yeah, he did come at Tariq Nasheed, said he accused Tariq Nasheed of being a pimp. He did. In football, if there's double fouls, they're offsetting and you start to play over. So if you say he's defaming you, and then he point out you defamed him because you did call him a pimp on your live, you did do that. I heard you loud and clear. So those look like offsetting penalties. You did.
I on him. I mean, I
didn't lie on him. You say he was a pimp. You can't prove that. Because Tariq Nasheed never heard him ever say he was a pimp, ex-pimp, none of that.
Somebody say you came for him, now you want to sue. No, he came for me first. I didn't lie on him. I haven't told one lie on him. Not one lie. So I'm giving my...
B-Money said, so he believes in the U.S. corporation court system as a more sovereign citizen. Paragon put a link in there. I'll click it right now. I'll check it out. Lucky number 7. I remember him having a beef. Sa had his criminal record. Really? Tariq has books on macking. Yeah, macking. So we explained that B-Money yesterday. Macking is different from pimping. Again, like we know what a pimp is. A pimp is in the streets with women, low self-esteem women who are being manipulated by the man. But people on my panel would say it's 50-50. So however you look at it, it's a man as the focal point he's the quarterback, and he's orchestrating the women to have sex for money. That's what a pimp is. And he gets the money and he go half with the woman or give her a certain percentage of the money back, and then he have her back out there. That's pimping, dude. Macking is how to talk to a woman to seduce her to get her number. That's macking. So it's a big difference. I never heard the Mac book. I actually got it. I do. I bought the conscious books, but I actually got it. Or I used to buy the conscious books. I actually got it, and I can't say I really read it like that, but it's not teaching how to be a pimp and make money off women. It's not doing that. So there's a big difference between macking and pimping. Remember Chris Cross, Daddy Mac and Mac Daddy? Were they pimps or were they just macking women? Were they just pulling women numbers and bagging them? So there's a big difference between macking and pimping. He called Tariq Nasheed a pimp.
Official. I'm giving my official cease and desist. All right. All right, that's my, because before you can sue anybody, let me show you something. If you check the Cardi B case, right?
Because you had it in 98.
If you check the Cardi B case, look, you better start another fake GoFundMe.
Haskell said Tariq made a specific allegation, not the same thing. They both did. Tariq Nasheed read off the registration, whatever that registration was. He read it off, and then he concluded that the registration said he was a lifetime, offender. Because it said yes on the card, and this dude said Tariq was a pimp. You have to file paperwork to stop Tariq from talking about. You have to file paperwork. It was in the pimp category, and so with pimp be money. Yeah, I guess. I mean, but people, I get what you're saying. Be money. As far as that, but that's because don't forget everybody calls themselves a pimp. Be money. So the word pimp got watered down to like macking. Snoop Dogg a pimp. Everybody's a pimp nowadays. Ice T. Pimp C. His name is actually Pimp C. You dig? So and even how we address ourselves. Like some dude, one of my friends still be like, "What's good, pimp?" Is he saying I'm pimping women, or is he saying I know you from back in the day we used to mac on the women? You dig? So yeah, so it's like along the same line of how you want to sing? Okay, no more singing.
You are.
So definitely along the same lines. Yeah, I get why it'll be right there. But be money. So is all those books written by successful Black women authors when they say they be get it how you live. They make those they write those books on women getting how they live. They be like fictional books, but they make a lot of money. You dig? So that'd be in that category too, but that's not pimping.
If you check the Cardi B case, you will see that Cardi B gave her a bunch of warnings, even sent her a letter. I might even send him a letter. And then we'll go from there. All right. Now, so all of y'all that was on my page today, if you have
Tucker might not have the time and money for the whole court thing. This time consuming, especially
paperwork dirty, brother. Hey, listen, Brian Young, I am doing a documentary about my life. I'm writing a book about my life. It's in the process, right? And let me show you something. I had to dig up these papers with some of my history.
So I mean, like the fact that my thing is this. My thing is, did Taharka Bey bit off more than he can chew coming at Tariq? Because if you got to do all of this, I mean, think about it. He didn't use 30 minutes of his life defending himself. Now he made claims about Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed spent a whole 30 seconds defending Taharka pimp claims about him. 30 seconds. Tariq spent 30 seconds defending those pimp allegations, and he went straight on the attack. Chest. Taharka Bey is still defending 30 minutes in, and he's going to be defending for a while. That's how you don't win the game with chess. You cannot checkmate somebody defending yourself or make somebody resign.
You know what I'm saying? And so I had to dig them up today, and I was drinking some coffee, and that's what I get. So it is what it is. I'll get another one for my book. But let me tell you something. If anybody want to send me an official letter to Taharka Bey at gmail.com, com. I need all the assistance I can. I would even, if we got some people with financial benefits, they got big money in here, send me a plane ticket to California and I will go there and do it personally and I will record the whole journey. That's right. I should.
And this is what it do. If they only sent you $192 for your Moorish building, you're unlikely to get a plane ticket from your supporters. Tariq Nasheed supporters sent them $1 million or more for a museum, dude, let alone all the hidden color, products. So my boy, Tariq don't have to beg his supporters for money. They're going to do it for free. They'll never charge Tariq. That's what I mean. Like, that's why I've said, like, you're in over your head on this one. His supporters is more like a cult following. Taharka-based supporters just like him. You dig? They're not even Moors. But Tariq Nasheed, his supporters are what he think he is. So Tariq Nasheed thinks he's FBA. Most of it, 90% of his supporters got to think they're FBA too. Taharka Bey's a Moor, but a low percentage of his membership are Moors. They're regular folks like you and I.
Make a whole documentary out of this because we're going to take him down today. Now, all right. Now listen.
Right.
Now listen. The reason why I did that is very important. It's very important that I did this. You know what I'm saying? Because now they shall hold him to the same standard.
But they're not going to do that because he got a cult following. He got a cult following. And what I'm saying is this. I'm saying that Tariq Nasheed at this point just could make stuff up. Listen to what I'm saying, people. Tariq Nasheed just could make stuff up and clown Taharka. He don't have to be serious at all. He could just make stuff up. All of the stuff he make up on Taharka has to waste time dispelling it because Tariq Nasheed influence is that large where his members would go repeating it and plastering on Facebook and IG and Twitter and coming at Taharka Bey's chat and plastering there. So he's going to be in defense for a long time. He's not going to have much time on the offense. That's what I'm saying. He's going to waste too much time defending Tariq's claims and allegations and everything else, his charges. This is a lost loss. It definitely seems like that right now.
They should hold him to the same standard.
Gary Hart said he has not addressed.
Look at this. This is how crazy people are. This is how blind how people
80,000 views, man. You're not gonna win with that.
Too, because it's true.
Yo, right now.
Listen, they should hold.
I'm always at the gym, right? If a dude at the gym knows way more people than me, he's a better basketball player than me, and we get into an argument, he just can make up some stuff at the gym. And people, because he'll have that much support and they like him, possibly he's the best player in the gym and he's charismatic, they'll believe it all. And they'll be laughing at me when I walk in there. This is all hypothetical. That's how that works. And then I'll be on the defense the whole time I go there. He could lie and say somebody dunked on me. There's a clip out there of me scoring 2 points, 8 turnovers, a triple single in the league. Like, he could say I average is triple single in the league and that in the league somewhere. And that would be believed until I prove it somehow wrong. You lose versus guys like that. That's why I say Roland Martin was a good adversary for Tariq because he also had media. He got political ties, so he can offset a lot of the fake news or misrepresentations that Tariq would throw at Roland Martin. You did, which he often does.
To the same standard. Let's prove who he is. But I got to go a step further.
Tariq on the Breakfast Club, Roland Martin on the Breakfast Club. You dig? Where can Tariq Nasheed go that Roland Martin's not, invited to? You dig? But Taharka Bey, we can't say the same.
Because he went all the way in. You know what I'm saying? So for those who don't understand, he said Tariq is transparent. Well, we're going to see about that today. We're going to see about that today. We're going to see about, is Tariq transparent? We're going to see about that today. I want everybody to watch this closely. Now, let me go into the second phase of this real quick. I think I got that out the way, but if you wanted to check, you can go to the Maryland State Sex Offender Registry. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there and you can check me out. If you say I'm in there. All right? Anybody can do it. Anybody was doing. You know what I mean? Anybody can do it. Now, secondly, we're not going to make this about me. Hey, family, press 7 if we clear on the sex.
You made it about you the whole 30 minutes of the show.
The thing. Are we clear or do I got to go back on it? Press 7 if we're clear. Press 7 if we're clear.
Oh, hold on. This guy gave himself a wrench. He put troll hunter. Please keep your comments clean in the chat room, people. What?
If we clear, all right, because I can go back over it to make sure that we're clear. That they checking the registry. That's it. All right.
Do what you have to do to clear your name. Exactly, dude. You gotta keep going over that. Okay, Tariq is the last person to discuss someone's record.
All right, so now they should hold him to the same standard.
Not gonna happen.
Now he got to be transparent. But I want to address a few more other things real quick before I get into him. Now, somebody put on the timeline, and I appreciate this false positive. Notice on Tariq latest vid.
Warren McCarthy said you didn't debunk anything, so he still believes that those things are true about him. Now, he has to address the domestic violence claim. He got to address the child abuse claim also. He can't just go after the sex offender. That's the worst one. But the other two are just as career-ending. The other two is worthy of cancellation from the internet, social media platform as well.
He had some allegedly Moroccan
So
guy.
Ratchet activist said, so what were you convicted for, Grand Sheik GS? Smitty Hamil says, go back over it. You went too fast. See, so a lot of people don't think you cleared your name on that one.
Guy on their condescending shots. Tariq, one lame, fragile dude. I really don't get this guy's followers. How simple they are. Absolutely. And you Nashidians, you need to wake up for real.
Baby Face says, go back over it.
And hopefully if this don't wake you up, nothing will. Because tonight, I'm about to get busy. But let me go here real quick.
Give me that.
I want to show one more thing before I get busy. Now, he had the nerve to show
1, 2 puts babbling Frankenstein. Michi definitely wants to know more about that part. Now,
in 1991, I was convicted of conspiracy to commit armed robbery. I got a question for everybody. Isn't that what consciousness is all about? Isn't it supposed to reform you? Is it? And I already explained these charges.
Hey, do y'all agree with me? Like, there are some charges. Like, what about the old saying, once a thief, always a thief, once a liar, once a cheater? Like, there's some things that's just, and this is not really towards Taharka, but I'm just saying, like, as a person, there's some things that you do early in your life, and that's just who you are. Now, we're not talking about drugs or alcohol, right? Because that's an addiction. That's totally different. But somebody, let's say somebody beating somebody to death, like just fighting them and beat them to death. Like, a dude can come, change his life and find Jesus all he wants. But that aggression is always a part of him. It just got to be pulled out. He's doing a better job of suppressing it. But that aggression is always in him. A woman who's just as aggressive, usually beat on her men, changed her life. Now she's seeking Allah for refuge. But that's still you, sis. If the right man or woman pull it out of you, you're gonna go right back into that. Like a boxer can't change his style, because once you get in trouble, once you start getting beat up, you go right back to your old style, which was always you to begin with. So when somebody, especially a crime of violence, like armed robbery and like selling drugs, that don't mean that's always you. Like that's a low economic choice, some shit like that. you know, social economic issue, but violence is usually a part of you. You know, somebody just can't be beating on kids violently, change his life. Now he's a Hebrew Israelite, and all of a sudden, you know, he don't beat on kids. Like, no, that's not how that works for a lot of people. Some people can possibly turn the leaf altogether. Some people can't. It's up to the people around that person. Are you giving that person a second chance? Because sex offenders, as you see when I show those videos, man, they be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times repeated offenders, and even drug dealers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 times, you know, repeated. Oh my God!
I'll explain them. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. But isn't that what consciousness is supposed to do? Don't it supposed to reform you? How are you going to shame somebody for being reformed? However, how are you going to shame? However, look at this. The funny part is that he's faking the life that I actually lived. Look at this picture. He's faking the life that I actually lived. And then he tried to shame it. He faked the life that I lived. You feel me? I ain't wearing no gay do-rag on my head.
That was funny because that do-rag does look, what what is that? No, this dude is definitely, I mean, but is he really faking? Or is he hiding his history? Because the title of your video is "Let's Prove Who We Are to the People." So maybe this was always him and he just hit it. You know, because he look at this guy. If he'd have lived this life and he's faking it, oh my God, this is just terrible. That is terrible. That's not a good look. If Tariq, she never lived that life, that's not a good look. And you faking gang life. Wow.
Like that? I ain't do that. He faked the life that I actually lived. And then he come back and try to talk about something that's wrong with me.
High five.
But isn't that what consciousness is all about?
Yeah, y'all names be kind of hard to like. I just say Dice Man. Sarah Dice Man got a whole bunch going on.
Hold up. Let me talk to him. He don't even look like no gangster in that picture right there. You can tell he's acting. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's acting.
So he got dress, dude. He said he got dress shoes on with they do-rag. No, he had dress shoes on? Nah, he ain't got dress. Oh, yeah, but that picture definitely looked weird, man. The do-rag is sus. He's holding his belly in. I don't know what that is. That was not a good look. That picture.
Acting. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's acting. But now he's acting like, hold up, man. We're gonna bake him tonight.
Tariq.
He acting like there's something wrong with living the lifestyle that I lived yesterday when he was actually fronting the lifestyle. I actually lived the lifestyle.
Yeah, but this, okay, he got a picture holding a shotgun. So is he living the lifestyle or is he faking? Like, that's the question, right? You just can't, if he says he never done this before, then you could officially say he's faking it. But if Tariq owns up to this, then y'all both had that lifestyle. You got caught, he didn't, I guess, or he was I don't know how that works, but
I actually lived the lifestyle. While he fronting with a shotgun, they called us the shotgun bandits. Go look it up. I tell you what, I do not celebrate that stuff. So you never hear me talk about it. Only time I talk about it is when I talk to children that's going down that path. I don't even talk about it. The only time I talk about who I used to be is when I talk to children that's going down that path. Look at this
like
fool.
a Power Ranger, Michael Jackson.
I actually lived that. And ain't nothing slick about it.
That was
ain't nothing slick about it.
the white beater. So
Ain't
that
nothing
picture
slick
was
about it.
horrible.
No, didn't you shame Tariq for his past? No,
You can't beat around,
Tariq is
you can't
hiding
beat
from
around
his
kids.
past,
Yeah,
and I'm about
yeah,
to.
but dude, you got to address that domestic violence charge and that child abuse charge though, before you, like, you're still on the hook for those two. You dig? Some people think you're on the hook for all three for the sex offender too.
Talk about that in a minute. Now, that's it. Now, one more thing I got to address before we move on to him. One more thing we got to address before we move on to him.
Shotgun bandits.
I mean,
Yeah, somebody said, please take your hat off, sir, to Taharka. Yeah, they are. The chat is.
One more thing. He also said that I got child abuse
explain that.
charges or whatever. I don't know what he said. I'm showing my sons. You see them 3 boys right there? You see them?
Dude, why do you put your kids' faces on the web in a beef with Tariq Nasheed? Why do you do that? So you making it easy for him to take it somewhere else. Come on, dude.
Every one of them as a single father. My son is watching now.
Knock out Nada said,
what you've seen is accusation that was alleged against me because it was a custody thing going on. See, let me show you how transparent I am. Can he be this transparent? Can he be this transparent?
Well, but you gotta first prove what he's hiding. You dig? Are you saying he's hiding the gangster lifestyle? Because you just said he's faking it. You just said he's faking what you're living or what you live. So what is he supposedly hiding that he got to be transparent about? That's what's not clear.
Can he be this transparent? See them 3 boys right there? See them 3 boys right there? Huh? As a single
It's
father.
safe to say Taharka Bey had a black woman. You dig? There's no doubt in that one.
What are you talking about, boy? Nah, I don't want no cookie. I'm just making the facts be known. You know what I mean? He said I'm a child abuser. Tell him show the charges. Tell him show the charges. Because right here, my son watching right now, and I told him watch tonight. You know what I mean?
Mr. Anthony said,
yeah, I told him watch tonight.
Yeah, because
right here, you see how he did
I
that?
don't believe Taharka was ready for those 4 claims, those allegations that you did: the robbery, domestic violence, child abuse, and sex offender all at one time. You dig? So now
he put my son right up here and he tried to cover my son's face. Y'all see that? Y'all peep
he
that?
did cover his face, but look, and like that was, responsible. Okay, so now you got the domestic violence thing to address.
Yeah, your Nasheed is gonna be mad. Your Nasheed is gonna be mad. You see, I cover my son's face.
Yeah, the chat.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm gonna show you my son because I ain't got nothing to hide.
You should hide your child.
I ain't got nothing to hide. Check this out. Check this out. You know what that picture was about right there? Me and my son and my wife and people in the temple was giving away flowers to sisters on Mother's Day.
Look at the little more.
Was giving sisters away on, we call it Appreciation of Womanhood Day. We was in the hood giving away flowers to sisters. That's what we was doing. That's what we was doing. Oh yeah, you call it plebiscite Babel? Wait till I get to these receipts on Tariq.
Plebiscite Babel.
Now, that's what we was doing. We was in the hood. And you know what else we was doing in the hood? My wife probably watching too. She probably get upset. But then my wife right there. We was in the hood. This lady actually shed tears when my son walked up to her. When my son walked up to her and gave her, she shed tears. And she said, this is probably the only rose we will get today. That I will get today. Huh? Let's get it.
Yo.
Somebody said, why you bring...
Low risk said, you still... Yo, I told you, man, you're gonna spend a lot of time deflecting the punches. It says, Low Rich says, you still hit on women. You still hit on women. I'm sorry, you still hit on women. Though he said you still hit on women. Yeah, it's not me. It's how they write me. You still hit on women though. Never cool ever.
Why you bring your son in the middle of this? hatred for you, GS. No, he put my son on the video. I just told you he put my son on there. What did I just tell you? He put my son in the video.
Dude, nobody knows your son. He got him blocked out. You fake emotional. He got him blocked out. We don't know that's your son. Could be your nephew, cousin. Somebody could hand you a flower. You dig? We don't know who that is.
This page. So I want to show you what we was doing. Don't ask me that, but I ain't gonna let you distract me. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna let you distract me. Now, right here, here's my other son.
We can never have back-to-back school giveaways though. Why is that? See, people saying, you know, the money, you know, or the agenda. I don't know.
In Unity Hall. Know what I mean? We rehab in Unity Hall. You see
tearing
that?
Down and rebuilding. Yeah, this is the.
You see that? That's my
to give
son.
your sons and daughters right here.
I'm raising boys to men.
How to build a house.
Know what I mean? That's right. I'm
That's
hard.
a great skill to give.
We raise boys to men around here. Now let me get up out of here. Here go my sons here after we finish Unity Hall. One son is not in the picture because he on hiatus. That's my son. And ironically, his name is Tariq. Nah, I love you, Tariq, if you're watching. Know what I mean? That's my sons right there.
Yeah.
Now, how in the world?
Yeah.
Now, how in the world can you sit up here and call somebody? Look at this fool. Look at this.
Yeah.
He even went this step further. Now here we go. Now we're gonna get to the put good part. Now we're gonna get to the good part. I'm not gonna pay attention to any of these people talking crazy for now. I'm gonna ignore everybody for now because I got a story to tell. We put in work out here. I mean, I got a story to tell about this guy that you call Tariq Nasheed. First of all, let's go to the top. Let's take it to the top. This guy, Tariq Nasheed, is where I want to start at first. Let me stop this real quick. Let me stop this. See where I want to start at first because I kind of skipped around my slides.
All right.
And let me get to
stop it right there. He trying to prove this to a bunch of people he don't know. All the fools who claims to have solutions. Yeah. They all got the Taharka Bey said, Tariq Nasheed says reparations is the solution. I guess I don't know what he's talking. Dr. Umar is saying a school is the solution, and Taharka Bey is talking about separate. Segregation was best. I guess he's back on that segregation. Black folks need to have their own everything, independent of. I mean that just so far fetched and unthinkable, and we're not ready for something like that, dude. Look at Chicago. We're not ready. Look at the worst cities in the United States. They are occupied by Black folks. All we're gonna do is bring that right to one. You know, we'll be looking like The Wire when that police commissioner had relocated everybody Black to one. You know, the drug dealers and crack addicts to one section where all the criminal activity will be going down. That's what's gonna happen with us. You'll see all the worst of the worst in that one location. That's not gonna work. Not gonna work out. And also, dude, like what Black people is calling for a separate state, a separate government, a separate, you know, like Black folks ain't even calling for that. You dig? So like to provide a solution, you gotta find the problem. And Black folks don't see that as a problem. Just like Tariq Nasheed with that voting stuff, his politician was trying to put something on the ballot that Black folks ain't never see as an issue. So of course he got no votes. You got to first convince Black folks that this is something that they need to resolve a lot of their issues and make them believe it, and then put that on the ballot as an option. Otherwise, it's gonna be a fake solution. But on that note, time to get ready. So I'm gonna stop it and we'll resume later. Meanwhile, get this money.
take a look at something. Take a look at something real quick. Number of other franchises. I'm just giving you one example. $10 spot, $10 shirts, $10 pants, spandex, and all this other shit, leggings, shit.
Get that free money, family.
Amazon makes $1.2 billion a day and pays zero.
You have 150 grand left after expenses. You have the ability to be wealthy. If you have
It's your financial mentor. Hire your financial mentor for just $2,000, and you'll get back up to, he said, $1 million of assets, and most of it you ain't got to pay back, along with 3 unlimited credit cards. So you get and your credit will be clear. It'll be fixed, and he'll boost your score up to 800, something ridiculous like that. So you get a perfect credit score, all for $2,000, a perfect credit score. You get up to $300,000 to $1 million that you ain't got to pay back, free money. You'll have 3 unlimited credit cards. You will be given a lifetime supply of Diet Pepsi. You can choose one type of cheesecake out of the Cheesecake Factory, and you can at least get that once a day for the rest of your life. And it's transferable. You can, if you're about to die in your will, you could assign that to somebody you love, and they'll get the one cheesecake the rest of their life. There's a lot that comes with Polite's credit restoration package. You dig? But get this money, man.
150 grand after all expenses at the end of the year. That is the ability to grow your money. Most of us is not in a position to have $150,000 left.
So,
because our income to expense ratio is greatly compromised. That's why we have to employ the 50-30-20 principle. 50% of your money goes towards obligation, 30% towards miscellaneous social exercise activity.
Hey, up here, Black, that's the point. It's none of it, man.
Building.
You can't trust any of them.
In savings, as well as investments. Only 20%, 50-30-20. But many of us can't manage the 50-30-20 principle. But you get all this information when you sign up. First, we'll improve your credit. We're most likely going to add positive items to
your get you to 800.
Because you're going to need that to be approved of what you need. All of it out. Perfect.
Polite at 45gmail.com. You can get these services, take full advantage of this free money, this boosted credit score, lifetime supply of Diet Pepsi, one cheesecake a day from Cheesecake Factory for the rest of your life. Take advantage, man. Take advantage.
Little staycation.
And you can, once every 6 months, you can one bucket and get advice for what stock to buy or sell for the rest of your life. You guessed it.
You know what I'm saying? People look for excuses not to do what they got to do. You show them all the people making their bread. But what about, how come this person doesn't?
All right, so from there, we out of here.